What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today, I've got a car to sell, and I'm hoping one of you are going to be interested in it because I think it's a phenomenal car, and I think it's at a really decent price. So here it is, my 1998 Ford Explorer XLT with the 5.0 liter V8, all-wheel drive. You guys may remember, we just got this thing and we just got it running. And ever since the first video came out, I have been getting emails constantly asking me if I would sell it. People have been offering me, and I'm not just talking about one, I've been offered on at least 2 different occasions $4,000 if I would sell this outside of Copart. And unfortunately, that's not the way this goes, guys. I would love to sell it for $4,000, but it's gonna have to go through Copart. If I wanted to sell it outside of Copart, I would have to transfer it from the dealership into my own personal name, then I'd have to sell it to somebody else, and I'd have to wait on a title, and I don't wanna do that. I got the title, I got everything ready to go in my hand, so I'm gonna run it through Copart. So this is your opportunity. If you saw this, you saw that we found it at Insurance Auto Auctions as a pedal car. It did not run. We put a fuel pump in it, guys. That's what we did. We put a fuel pump in it, and it doesn't have any warning lights on the dash, and it has beautiful leather interior, and it's all-wheel drive. Take a look. Absolutely stunning. Beautiful example of a 98 Ford Explorer, low mileage considering it's a 1998. It only has 105,000 miles on the odometer. We're going to take it for a quick ride because the last time I drove it with Monkey Wrench Mike, we didn't go very far. So I think it's time to take it on a little test run. You've got storage right here. You've got the original Nokia phone charging system with the antenna built in. That's an antenna right there. You used to sit your phone in it and it would plug into your phone and give you the external antenna on the back. You've got your hardwired speaker for your phone there. You've also got the phone piece here that attaches to the pillar, hardwired as well. You've got auto headlamps, you've got your compass, and you've got probably, what else we got? 32 degrees, that's it. It's just a compass and the temperature. This thing is absolutely beautiful. It runs great. The air conditioning is blowing nice and cold. Of course, the rear seats, absolutely beautiful as well. Headliner in perfect condition. This is one of those vehicles that's never been smoked in. It was owned by somebody older that really loved it. It's got AAA stickers all over it. Even back here, what do we got? We got cup holders? Sure. You got cup holders back here. You've also got volume, seek, memory, and rear control over your whoa, it works. Rear control over your air conditioning. So your air conditioning can blow out of the vents, or you can move it to the floor. Yeah, and it blows out of the floor on the sides right here. I didn't even know that. You've got headphones right here if you want to put your headphones in. Wow, I didn't even know that was there, guys. Absolutely beautiful truck. All the lights and signals work, even the fog lights work. The hatch opens, the window opens. You've got your privacy glass. Oh, I forgot to put this back. I think this is the code for the doors, just in case. I'm gonna put this back in here real quick and close this up. There we go. It's got the privacy shade back here. I put the tow kit back in there with the jack. It's got the bottle jack. It's got everything. It's got an aftermarket, or a factory floor, or a Ford floor mat right here. Then it's got this plastic thing to go over it and protect it, I guess. But how nice, man. Beautiful example of a Ford Explorer. And it's pretty well loaded for being an XLT. Although the tires are older, they all have really good tread. White letter tires. I did clean them up, clean the wheels and everything. Got all the writing off of the windshield and all that. It could probably stand a bath. Unfortunately, I just didn't have time. You do have power seats. You've got lumbar control. You've got tilt steering wheel. I'm gonna put my seatbelt on real quick. You can see it's just sitting here purring like a kitten, guys. Let's take it for a quick drive. All right. Overdrive on and off. You can see the gauges. Everything is good. Radio. Oh, I accidentally, there it goes. I accidentally turned on the, I guess the headphones for the back. Power mirrors work as well. I mean, I don't know what more you want from an old Ford Explorer, but, and listen to this V8. Not a problem, man. Not a problem. Like I said, I've had a lot of people asking about this, And I was like, well, you know what? I think the best thing to do, instead of just responding to each individual email from people that want it, is to just put it up publicly. And if somebody wants it, well, they can get it. All you got to do is jump on there and bid on it. I'll pull the listing up in a minute so you guys can see it, and you guys can have the lot number as well. Check out the gauges, man. Like, not a problem. I can't romp on it through here. This is a residential neighborhood, but you can see everything is right where it's supposed to be. I've got the air conditioning on because it was 90 degrees today. It's currently 84, 83. It got warm today, guys. I ain't joking. So everything is kind of hot, but I'm about to take a trip, so I decided I better put whatever up for sale that needs to go now, because once I'm gone on this trip, I'm probably going to be gone for 10 to 14 days, guys. I'm going to be gone for a while, so I'm trying to get everything wrapped up, and anything that needs to sell, I need to sell it and get it out of here, guys. I thought about keeping it, but you guys know me. I'm a sucker for money. And it's not like there's anything wrong with, man, this thing's got some torque, man. Good God. That old 5.0 liter, man, she gets it. I don't know what the horsepower, it's probably not that much. It's probably like 225 or something. But even in this truck with all-wheel drive, it gets it. And that brings me to another point. We had a lot of debate on the channel about whether this was all-wheel drive and missing the 4x4 switch. And I ended up talking to Ford themselves, and they told me this vehicle is equipped with all-wheel drive. In fact, they told me for certain model years, I don't remember what they were, if it came with the V8 engine, it was always all-wheel drive. Full-time all-wheel drive if it came with the V8 engine. There was no selector switch. If you got the V6 engine, then you got a selector switch. So good information. Apparently the piece that's got a hole in the bezel right here, this little piece right there, that is, did you guess it? That is a cigarette lighter, guys. Yeah, that's a cigarette lighter. That's all it is. Yes, I could take it apart to pull the cigarette lighter out. I'm not going to. So anyway, we're cruising down the road. Yes, the cruise control works as well. We're cruising down the highway, and the thing just gets it, man. It's driving a lot better. I put a few miles on it, not a whole lot. It doesn't have much gas in it. I really need to put some more in it. But I put a few miles on it, and ever since I started, I guess, getting things lubed up and moving around like they're supposed to, it's been fine. Remember, this thing sat for about 6 years, so, you know, it needs to be driven. Anything that's sat this long needs to be put on the road and driven. And it sure does like to drive. It's big, it's comfortable, it's really nice, guys. So I think it's only fair to put it up for sale at Copart and just let the high bid take it, man. I've got it listed right now for $39.95 because two people offered me $4,000 for it. So I was like, hey, if you want it for $4,000, you can buy it right now for $39.95. Otherwise, we'll just see what happens with the bids, and maybe I'll let it go, maybe I won't. But it's always fun to bid on a car, isn't it? And at least you know what you're getting with this one. This is one of those deals where, like, if you live in the Rust Belt, this is a dream come true for you guys, because these things don't exist up there anymore. And I don't know about you, but I think $4,000 for a nice looking, running, low mileage, driving Ford Explorer is pretty decent, especially something that's going to give you that all-wheel drive capability in inclement weather. As you can see, take a look down at the dashboard there, guys. I can't drive 55, man, not a problem. And let's pull you back just a little bit. Take a look at the steering wheel. It's not going blip, blip, blip all over the road or anything. The steering wheel is nice and smooth. I really think just getting it on the road and driving it has done a world of good for this truck. It's relatively quiet. There's a few tiny rattles. Listen real close, you might hear them. Actually, you probably won't hear them. It's actually really quiet, which is pretty impressive for an American vehicle that's mostly plastic that was built in the 90s, right? It's really not too bad. The stereo is actually pretty good in this as well. Cruise control, if I didn't mention, works. We can turn it on, we can set it, and unfortunately, it doesn't say cruise on the dash anywhere that I can see, but the cruise control is engaged, and it's working. Listen to how quiet it is. This is not a bad car. I'm tempted to take it on the 10-mile test drive. My only concern is that fuel gauge. It's down there at the red, man. Oh, there's the cruise control right over there. It's a green light. I didn't see it. Drive straight as an arrow. No hands. Straight as an arrow, guys. Yeah, I could take it to go get some gas, but that's about 15 miles away. I don't really know if I want to risk going that far. I've got a little more gas at home I could put in it, but I'm definitely concerned with how low the gas is on this. Now, I know a lot of you are going to be mad at me for selling it. I understand. Hell, I'm a little bit mad at myself too, but believe it or not, you can blame it on Monkey Wrench Mike and my fiance Jessica. We talked about it at length, guys. We did, because I was like, man, I love this thing. I'm going to put a new suspension on it. I'm going to put new tires on it. I'm going to put new shocks. I'm going to put Bilsteins on it. Like, we're going to go through it. Plugs, wires. We're just going to go and do everything. And Monkey Wrench Mike was the first one to tell me, he's like, why? He was like, dude, you took something that didn't run and you fixed it. It now runs and drives. It runs and drives really well. Why not sell it and cash out? Get your money. I lose money on everything. That is no secret. You guys know this. I lose money on everything. So why not, when I have the opportunity to make a little profit, why not jump on that? But instead, my first instinct, my first reaction is, let's go and spend more money on this thing than I could ever possibly hope to make back. That's not smart, guys. That's not smart. And we're going through some heavy bumps here too. No big deal, man. And then transmission shifts smooth. Remember, we checked the trans fluid, oil and everything. Trans fluid is bright pink in this. The antifreeze is green. I mean, somebody really took great care of this vehicle, man. So anyway, important thing to remember is that the all-wheel drive works, and that there is no switch for this one. But I'm sorry for those of you that wanted me to keep it. I've had too many people tell me, take the money and run. You know, you took a broken car, you fixed it, you put it back on the road. You should kind of pamper yourself, spoil yourself. Take the profit and move on. Like the song says, oh, take the money and run. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I think that's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm just going to go ahead and take the money and run. We'll see what it goes for, though. You know, obviously, I'm not going to give the thing away. I really do like it. I enjoy it. And we could make some more content out of it. And obviously, content equals money. But if the videos can't pay out more than I'm spending on the repairs, then it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. About the only thing I'd really want to do to it is put some shocks on it and some new tires. But even without the new tires and without the new shocks, tires have great tread. And as you can see, it drives down the road at highway speed just fine. Got to watch out here. I saw somebody crossing the center lane here. These people out here get anxious, man. Like they're in a hurry. They got to get to where they're going before anybody else, and they will pass you, they will kill you, they'll run you off the road. They don't care. But if you ask the people out here, the firemen at least, I'm the problem. Oh, I almost forgot. The horn also works. Got a good sounding horn in it, guys. We're almost all the way back. I was not going to do the full 10 miles because I was really concerned about how low the gas is. But then I remembered we put 5 gallons in it. That's plenty to go up the road and back. So we're fine. It's still got a little bit of gas left in it. We're coming around this nice curve here. Beautiful sunset was out tonight. And we're going to make it home, guys. I'm going to tell you something. My Monte Carlo SS, I just spent $18,000 on that car. New engine, new transmission, all that good stuff. It can't even make it 10 miles without something breaking on it. So there you go. That tells you something. What do you want? An $18,000 car that brakes every 10 miles? Or do you want something you can get in, hit the road, and go? We're almost there, guys. Let's see if we make it. Would you take a look at that? It made it. Did you have any doubts? This is the longest drive we've taken this on since I bought this thing. I'm getting tired of all these cars sitting here and nothing being done with them. So I decided it's time to let some go, man. I'm going to get you guys out here real quick because it's getting dark. Take a look at the gauges now that we made it back. You can clearly see we put the miles on it. Check gauges. I'm out of gas. I am really out of gas. Temperature gauge, great, man. Oil pressure gauge, great. Temperature is great. AC is still running. I got all the lights on. and she's purring like a kitten. I had several people asking me if the fog lights work. They wanted me to turn the fog lights on, so there you go. Fog lights work. As you can see, all the lights work. It purrs like a kitten, nice and quiet, even after highway driving and putting a whole 10 miles on the thing. This is one of those, you're just gonna have to take it out and drive it. Definitely put it on the road and give it some use. It needs it after all these years of sitting. Every light works on this thing, man. That's rare. Look, brights, signals, everything. What more do you want? There it is. I'm going to let it sit here and run for just a little bit longer. And this one, we're going to be getting to this one very soon. Again, I'm getting tired of cars just sitting. This Bonneville has been sitting for quite a while. Nothing's been done. I got the scanner. We need to scan it, figure out what's wrong with it. We need to fix it. We also need to clean it up. It's filthy. We need to clean the wheels, give it a bath, make it look decent. And then most likely, I'm probably going to send this one down the road too. I know it's not going to bring much money. That's fine. I just want to fix it, get it running right. It's got cold air conditioning, which with summer coming, that's a necessity, man. So I think this is going to be a really good car when we're done with it. The pickup truck sold. I ended up getting 11,000 and I don't know, 11,000 something out of it. It stalled on the auction week after week. I don't know what the deal was, man. It's a beautiful truck, and it kept stalling out at like $6,700. And at that point, guys, I have a number in mind for all of my vehicles. If I can't get to that bottom dollar number, I'll keep it. But as you can see, everything that I've ever put up for sale has sold. It eventually meets my reserve. It eventually meets my number. I may have to wait weeks and weeks and weeks. That little Nissan BE1, the little import, the Japanese import, it's gone. That sold. The yellow Porsche, it sold. This is sold. The Cadillac ELR, it sold immediately. As soon as I posted it up on ACV Auction and Copart, gone. And that's another thing to be aware of, guys. I don't just sell through Copart. When I list these things at one auction, I list them at a dealer auction too, and the dealer auction lists them instantly. So if you see this up and you really want it, that goes for any of my cars, you might want to jump on it, because on the dealer auction sites, a lot of these cars get snatched up pretty quick. Now, I want to show you the listing, and I'm going to give you the lot number, and I'm also going to put a link to this below the video in case you're interested. But the lot number, very easy. It is 5111824 on Copart's website. Whoa. Dang it. Dang it, Randy. There it is. All right, I think I took some really good pictures of it too, man. I think it came out looking really good. I took the pictures of it facing the sunset. Beautiful sunset in the background there. Looks really nice. So I'm going to put a link to this below the video. Feel free to check it out. It's also got a video. I don't know how to get to the video from the app, but somewhere there is a video. Then, of course, there's the Monte Carlo SS that is in the garage. It keeps breaking, and I'm about to go in there and fix it because, well, I'm getting ready to leave, and I'm going to be gone for quite a while, and I don't want to come back from a vacation and have to deal with that car. Now, spoiler, there's a video coming this weekend on these two cars right here. That's right, this is a 2016 Mercedes-Benz S63 AMG that I got for an unbelievable steal of a deal. I'm not going to tell you, got to watch the video. When you see the video, you're gonna be shocked. So the question is, I bought it sight unseen. It came from Texas. I had to have it shipped up here. So you guys are gonna have some questions. Number one, is it high mileage? Because the only way you can get something like this for cheap is if it's high mileage or if it's really, really broken. Well, I'm not gonna give it away in this video. All I'm gonna say is, good God, this is a beautiful car. Come on, man. Are you serious right now? This is a beautiful car, guys. Look at that. Look at get out of here. And that's all I'm going to show you. Stay tuned for this one, because obviously this is going to be a really good video. If some of you were wondering, did I end up buying the worst BMW ever made? I did. So stay tuned for that video. Both of these videos are coming out this weekend. This weekend, both of them, one right after the other. I think that's Saturday. This should be Sunday, so stay tuned for that. This was the video. You guys should have seen it by now. It was an IAA day walk around. This is a $500 or $800 2010 BMW 550i, but it's an X-Drive. Not only is it an X-Drive though, guys, this one is pretty cool. This is the Gran Turismo, the GT. This came with the N63, the worst engine BMW ever. In fact, the worst engine anyone ever in the history of mankind has ever made. Horrible hot V design, twin turbo, 400-ish horsepower, and all-wheel drive. When they were running great, they were great cars. I bought this from IAA, obviously salvaged. You'll have to stay tuned for the video to see why and to find out if it actually runs and drives or if I got burnt on this one, guys. I'm not going to tell you, but just stay tuned for the video. Worst thing I could have done: buy two European cars at the same time. The N63 was a really interesting design though. 2010, this was the very first year that BMW went from their naturally aspirated V8s and they moved into this twin turbo. They started going boosted from that point on. So this is kind of a historical car, and the engine is definitely an iconic engine, man. And the fact that I've got this sitting right next to the S63, totally amazing. Of course, we still have this, and this is going to have to wait until I get back. I have actually been driving this truck a lot. I know I shouldn't be driving it because the leaf spring is bent on this side, so this axle is kind of pushed this way a little bit, and of course the bed is damaged. Who cares? That's just cosmetic. That doesn't affect anything, but obviously I should probably fix this soon. So after I get back from vacation, it is a priority of mine to get back to this truck. I need to go find the bed for it. In fact, I already found it. I need to go get it. We need to haul it down to Santa's workshop. He has one of those A-frame things, you know, with the pulleys, so you can actually get this. This thing is going to be big. It's going to be really heavy. It's rhino lined, so God only knows if the bolts are still sticking out. Probably not. Nope. I see no bolts for the bed. Maybe we're lucky and they're bolted from underneath, right? No, they're probably not. I don't know. I've never done a bed on one of these before, so I don't know if they're like on the bottom. But usually you have to take the bolts out from the top. So, and there's a lot of. That's a lot, man. If they're under there, that's going to be. I don't even want to think about it. Don't even want to think about it. But we are going to get a new bed for this. We're going to get two leaf springs for it. We're going to replace them because they should be replaced in pairs. And then the fun part comes. I'm going to do a video where I do kind of a surprise reveal to you guys. I have decided what color I'm going to go with. I have decided how I'm going to proceed because it is rhino lined. I've decided all of that already. You guys can definitely throw your guesses down in the comment section below, but I've already made my decision. I think some of you are really going to love the direction I'm going with it, and some of you are not. So I think it's about time to end this video, ladies and gentlemen. I got to get into the garage. And as much as I don't want to put the 5th water pump on the Monte Carlo, I have to. I got to get this done, man. This thing has been sitting here running out of gas this whole time. And, well, there we go. Come on. There we go. Running out of gas this whole time, just purring like a kitten. Air conditioning running like it's supposed to. I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. We'll go ahead and turn off the lights and shut it down. And here you go. Fires right back up, man. Not a problem. I hope this was an enjoyable video for you guys. And like I said, it's on Copart right now. But remember, it is going up on ACV. I won't have it on ACV tonight. It'll be probably tomorrow. So you might want to jump on this. Look at that. It's even got the accent lights on the outside. No kidding, I didn't know that. Man, like I said, if you're interested in it, you might want to jump on it because from what I've seen in the comment section, not to mention the video has gotten like 60,000 views in the first day. This one is a hot commodity item, guys, and I hope whoever gets it is one of my viewers, and I hope you really, really enjoy it. With that, ladies and gentlemen, boy, that echo! It's echoey in this house. I have no furniture to If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button and let me know. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. Be sure to drop those comments below, and remember, the link to the Ford Explorer will be down below in the description box, and I'll probably even put it in the comments section. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.